Hey guys, hello everyone. Good morning, namaskar, welcome. Today is day 89 of the program. So great to have you all here. Um, so we do this program every day at sharp 5 a.m. Yesterday there was a small glitch, so my apologies to everyone for the inconvenience. So I started at 5 and then I think at 5:01 or 5:02, around that time, there was a slight fluctuation in my Wi-Fi. So for a few seconds, my internet connection went off, and then it came back again. But the way YouTube Live works, I think it could not make the connection back to the live stream. So I kept talking for next 15 minutes, 12 minutes, but I think um, it was probably not very not useful because nobody heard it, so it did not go through. So sorry about that. Hopefully it won't happen. But again, in life there is no guarantee, right? So they'll always. So that's another lesson. Stuff happens, and when things happen, then what do you do? I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and there'll be some mistakes, and hopefully those mistakes won't kill you, and you fix it later. But also, so in the spirit of fixing the mistake later, let me just talk about finish the point I was trying to make yesterday, and then sort of, it didn't. I could not complete the thing. This question was asked in one of our programs. We are running a reboot program, so there some participants yesterday asked, like, what was the message? So I shared with them, but let me share with the whole group. And if I'm repeating, some of you are here. If I'm repeating, just please bear with me. So the question, so I was essentially um, talking about stress and anxiety, and um, sharing some thoughts on that. Which is so one just one point I want to talk about is that there are many reasons why you feel stressed. Um, one of the major ones, at least from my own experience, whenever I have felt stressed or sort of overwhelmed about things, um, m- very often, not always, but very often, stress comes from this feeling of helplessness, in the sense that you have taken a lot of responsibility. You have to do 10 different things. Ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai. You have to get everything done, and you have only so much time. You have only so much energy. You have so much ability to do stuff. But so let's say if there is, I can do this much amount of work or get this much stuff done. But if the requirement is 5 times or 10 times more, at least that's how we feel. That how will I get everything done right now? Right? And that's when we start feeling helpless. What can I do? I'm trying my best. And there, what happens is it's not like, though I'm saying that the work is the ability is this much and the work is this much. This is our perception. It may or may not be the reality, because human mind, we are not capable of, like, evaluating everything very objectively. We just feel that. So let's say in a day, you start a day and something happens, some incident which was not very good. Now you'll be, let's say, a little bit down, and then afternoon something else happens. Then maybe when you go to work, your boss says something, then you have a fight with somebody. So these are small things. It's not like you cannot handle all of them. Just that you start getting overwhelmed, and once you get overwhelmed, once you get like bogged down, sometimes our mind just freezes, like, oh man, I cannot do anything, this is like just way too much. And then even a small thing that happens, it will just flip you. You will just totally throw up and say, okay, I'm done. Right? I'm going to stop doing these things I cannot handle. And you may start feeling sad, upset, depressed. All the things are possible. So I was talking about this particular problem. Now the way to handle that is, um, the reality is that very often when we are saying that I cannot do all of this, the reason we are saying is, in our mind, we have to do all these things like right now, or we have to finish it today. Maybe we don't have to do it today. Maybe we can do it tomorrow. Maybe some of them. Remember, many times we have a task list, like, these are things I need to get done today. Tomorrow, when you go and look at tomorrow, maybe out of those things, only a few things got done. But then the fact is, you're still alive. Right? It's not like the world has changed. So we have taken up a lot of burden on ourselves, especially mental burden. And if we can take that burden and keep it down on the ground, right? Just carry the burden of a few things, not carry everything. We can consciously, we have to train our minds. It's easy for me to say all this, right? But knowing is not the solution. Solution is to practice that thinking. So what I was talking about, the other point I was talking about is that the feeling of helplessness when it comes, that creates much more stress than the original problem. And one way to overcome, if you're part of this routine and if you're following a morning routine, it doesn't have to be 5 a.m. It can be 5 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m., whatever. Time is not the important part. But if you are following a morning routine, if you conquer the morning, achieve your goals every morning, see, that's how you start the day, then you feel that you are in control, right? You feel that you're in control. You feel that uh, you are making progress. You can do whatever target you set for yourself. You know that I am able to make progress and do difficult things, and that gives you a sense of control. And that sense of control it will bring down the stress. So let's say today you start your day. You know that you have so many things to do. You can't do all of them, but maybe you make some progress. You do a little bit of it. Then you do some more tomorrow, day after, the next day, the next week, and couple of months. You see that okay, things are getting better. And this is not theory. I'm saying this from my personal experience. When I have faced like difficult challenges, a lot of things to do, things are not working. That is how I've found that if I take that approach, it is very, very, very effective. Right? So in some sense, this uh, morning workout routine that we're following, well, not just workout, this whole morning routine we are following, it's essentially a training our mind, and it can help us bring not I'm not saying all kinds of stresses, but certain types of stresses like this, which come because of sense of helplessness. Right. So that is what I was trying to. I wanted to share yesterday, but unfortunately the message didn't go through. Okay, so that's the thing for today, and let's just quickly now talk about the morning routine. So we'll do our meditation workout. For those who are new, I think a few people I see who are new. So meditation, how do you do meditation? So meditation, we follow what is called mindfulness meditation, and the way you do that is you sit comfortably on a chair, floor, wherever, and um, take a few deep breaths. By the way, the sitting, you don't have to sit in a very stiff yogic posture or anything. Sit normally, but be alert. Like don't slump, and then take a few deep breaths. So deep breath breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Do it forcefully, a couple of times, and after that, let the breathing go back to its normal rhythm. So now you're breathing the way you normally breathe, and then focus on the breath as you breathe in. There'll be some sensations in the nostrils, in the here, in the trachea, then in the lungs. Right, the stomach will expand, then air will come out. Just follow the breath and focus on some sensation, maybe the stomach rising, falling, um, and and every time you breathe in and out, you can either mentally, silently in your mind, you can say in, out, or you can count 1, 2, 3. Both work. Some people, do it in and out. Some people do they count 1, 2, 3. I've tried both. I find counting. I found that for me personally, for me, counting works a little better, but it doesn't have to be for everyone. So really, don't take it as the right way. Figure out what works for you. And why do we count? Why do you do that? We do it because it gives our mind something. It makes our mind anchored. We're giving our mind a small task, but that task doesn't require thinking. It's like almost automatic, right? So it gives you a little bit of an anchor, right? But despite that anchor, what will happen is your mind will calm a little bit, and then immediately when it calms, the right now you are not that focused, and then you're not, rather, I'm not saying not focused, but you're not very consciously focused. You're At that point, your mind will drift. Some other thought, some random thought will come. So mind has jumped from here to here, and you suddenly you'll realize that. So when that happens, when you find that, oh, for last 10 seconds I've been thinking about something else, that will happen. Don't get frustrated. Acknowledge, realize the thought. Okay, I'm thinking about this. Let the thought go. Bring your mind back to the breath. Just keep repeating. This is the practice of meditation. Ketan says, I chant Om in my breath during meditation. Works wonderfully. So this is another way of doing meditation, which is some people chant a mantra. So if you look at transcendental meditation, TM, I have not done transcendental meditation course. It's supposed to be done by a trained teacher, and I believe it's very expensive. I'm not sure in India how it is done. In the US, in UK, etc. It's a very expensive program. So their idea is again very simple. They give you a mantra. Mantra is nothing but just a word without any meaning. So it doesn't create any further thought in your head. and you just repeat that word over and over and over again for, let's say, 20 minutes. And again, there also the idea is mind is sort of anchored onto, you give the mind something to do. See, ultimately, we have to also understand the science behind it. We are not doing any of these things just as a religious thing, or just, take it at face value. No, we are trying to understand why it works. The reason that works is it makes your mind hook onto something. So you're repeating the mantra om 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 om, and now your mind, because it's focused here, it is not jumping around in 10 different places. One advantage, not advantage really. I'm not a meditation expert who has gone through all those things, and again, but I'm just sharing something, that things that I have experienced, or I feel. One is that in mindfulness meditation, when focusing on the breath, I feel that the other advantage I've perceived is that it also trains our mind to stay focused on something subtle inside us, our breath. Right? So in some sense, also enhances our concentration power. But remember, it takes time. Don't expect any magic, right? So like what Ketan said, you can take a mantra like Om or anything, right? And you can just repeat that. That's another way to do meditation. So whatever works for you, uh, any of those things are fine. Right? And then physical workout. Yesterday, I found a video on YouTube. So I wanted to just change the routine. So I took that video and did that workout. I'm forgetting what it was. It was, usually I take a video from Pop Sugar Fitness. They have a 45-minute workout routine, which I really like. It's very, very good, really nice. So I do that. But yesterday I found another one, and that was also quite interesting. I have a back injury, so I have to be a little careful. I cannot bend forward too much. It hurts me. It can pretty aggravate pretty badly. So I have to be careful. So pick up some. So one thing I want to share today is pick some new things. Try some different things, and it'll keep it more exciting, more interesting. Work out for half an hour every day. Remember, a quick reminder: you work out for 1 hour. You should be sweating. Push your body, gradually push it a little bit. And if you do that, it will workout is not. We think it workout is for the body. It is for the body, but I can assure you one thing: it benefits your mind much more than the body. Right? After 1 hour workout, your mindset will change. Whenever you're feeling a little low, when you're feeling a little like I don't know what to do, you're feeling sort of directionless, work out for 1 hour. Seriously, remember that I told you, right? Work out for 1 hour, you will find that your mindset has changed now. You'll be feeling so much more confident. You'll be able to think more clearly. That is also a very quick way to sort of come out of any slump you're going through. So that's it for today. And let me just quickly say hello to everybody who's here: Sagar, Harsh, Manish, Shagun, Nilakhi, Chaitanya, Prithvi, Arunima, Subhashish, Dhruv, Nitesh, Aryan, Anu, Nachiket, Ashwat, Pooja, Sachin, Niklesh, Rakesh, Niranshu, Shashi, Smriti, Hemant, Sarvesh, Ayush, Ankush, Rajesh, Prabhat, Chetna, Kundan, Anshul, Pritish, Gautam, Shivam, Suresh Babu, Kripa, your family, Mayank Shekhar, Prashant, Neeraj sir, Ain Streak, Vishnu, Ketan, Siddling, Sharath, Anu again. So welcome all of you. Great to have you all here. And I think Anu has a question. I do not see much of a physical change apart from the energy level, but mentally I feel way more confident. Yes, that's right. So Anu, the physical change, it takes, I would say if you work out for 3 months, right, for sure, 100% you'll see a physical change. But obviously it will not happen in a week, 2 weeks, or 4 weeks. But 3 months is a decent enough. It's not so long that it's not like 2 years, obviously. It's a short enough time period. But if you work out for 3 months, 5 days a week, I can almost guarantee that you will see a meaningful change. One thing which you may personally find it difficult to see, because we are seeing, it's like seeing a child grow up. You never realize when the kid went from 6 months old to 12 months old. That transition, because we are seeing every day. But if somebody who's seeing after a gap of 6 months, will very clearly see that difference. Right? So Abhimanyu says, tell us about habit tracker. So Abhimanyu, I know you had told me. I'm sorry, I forgot. Now I need to switch to another session right now. But my apologies for not covering this. Tomorrow when it starts, if you can just remind me in the beginning, that'll be great. So I'll definitely try to talk about habit tracker. Right? Okay, thanks, guys. And now let's go into the meditation workout, and I'll see you tomorrow for time 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.